but there's something I want to do to Pale. So as you're sitting in this tavern, there's a courier who comes to you. It's just some human with red hair. The couriers are as persistent as the couriers are in Skyrim. They can find you anywhere. When mail is slow, they go and become bounty hunters. And when bounty hunter work is slow, they go back to being couriers. And so back and forth. So they can find anybody, anywhere, don't worry about it.
Yeah, just looking like, hey, your hair, we're kind of matching.
Yeah, so, he hands you a letter as you're sitting at the table at dinner. What do you do?
Mr.
Pale, I assume?
Yep.
Here you go, and he hands it to you and leaves.
I was gonna, I'm like holding this over like I was gonna, okay, put it back in my satchel. Do I see who it's from, or is it just blank?
On the outside, it says it's from a Mrs. Aquis.
I just get up from dinner, like, if you guys will excuse me, I shove a bit of like chicken in my mouth. I have to take care of something. I just go to my room, away from everyone else.
Okay, and you open it there?
Yeah.
Okay. In your room, you read in very familiar handwriting to you. It says, "Dear Pale, she has finally given us a task, and it happens to lead us to Macadia. If you're not busy, we could use your help. Even if you are busy, we're still going to probably need your help. We're sending this letter ahead. We should get to Aramel, day 5, 1379. So they're going to get here probably 3 weeks after you're reading this letter. It says, they say there's been a kraken spotted north of Wind Island. The captain of the ship we're booking says we are going to head up to Bound Rock and see if they've seen it recently. If they have, then we're going to head north and sail around Fire Island and thread about 10 miles from the beam. So that should be exciting. I'm almost as excited to see that as I am excited to see you. Our plan is a little too big to put in a letter, so we'll just tell you when we meet up with you. You move around so much, we scrat on you a little, just to make sure you were okay. Hope you don't mind, but even if you do mind, it's your own fault because you never write. Hope this gets to you. Jade Aquis."
Just kind of look at that and reread it a couple times, just like, Jade, a kraken, water. Of course it's water. Of course. I mean, yeah, of course it's water, but of course it's water.
Mm-hmm. Upon reading this letter, I want you to make me a religion check.
Ruh-roh. Watch me another 2 when I lose a sanity point again. That's better. It's a 12.
A 12. Okay. As soon as you read this letter, you are, for the first time, struck with a vision from Tyr that was unprompted. Like you're not dreaming, and you're not praying. He just thought it was this important to tell you something. And of course the gods can't, like, say something face to face, because if they did, you'd, like, explode. But, you have a waking vision of twisting and writhing tentacles of, like, an octopus. But then these twisting and writhing tentacles, like, zoom out to show a shark, like, dwarfed by the tentacle. Like, the tentacle's so big that, like, a shark looks tiny next to it. Another flash, and you see, like, behind the tentacle and the shark is the beam. Because the beam descends all the way through the material plane, connected into the other planes. So you see it, like, glowing underwater, pumping out millions of water a second from a plane of water. That's how, like, the water gets to the material plane in the first place. The image shifts to go through the beam, and Tyr shows you a spectral shore covered in billions of black pearls, with black water of a stormy sea lapping at them. Further up this beach, the image kind of pans up, and you see a ship cracked upon the rocks. Only it's thousands of feet tall, and 100 stories at least, like you see the windows in each one of these, like, ship windows. And the ripped sails are whipped by an eternal wind and storm, and spilling out of the hold of this broken ship are, like, white pearls that are glowing a little. And you see in this pile of them, like, again, millions, you see in this pile of millions about 30 glowing red. And the vision kind of pauses on this scene, And Tyr asks you, he says, how much do you want to see?
As much as it takes to save them.
Okay, make me another religion check.
Okay, so that's a 13.
Tyr's vision starts to continue, but you are interrupted again with the vision of the... you see, like, you're just ripped out of Tyr's vision, and you see the hunters again. There is, the stars ahead, and one turns green and they explode and collapse in on each other and you're consumed. But instead of waking up in a fever and a sweat and, like, starving, you're just back in Tyr's vision again, like whiplash. As he's continuing to show you, you see a empty ocean high above with a black ship and black sails. You see a seagull flying and screaming above, like, this windswept island. And then you close up on the like, name placard of this ship, and you only read, like, half of it just because how the image is. Because Tyr is trying to hold on to you as the hunter is trying to take you from him. And the half of the ship name is Dutchman. And then you see you're, like, jettisoned again, almost to space, a view of a hurricane from above. But this hurricane is, like, bigger than the size of Macania. And you wake up laying on the floor, covered in sweat, barely even able to move, and holding the letter kind of crumpled in your hand. Can you roll me a sanity saving throw, please?
And what is that off of?
That is your wisdom, and then I believe it's still +3 for you.
Got it.
It's a wisdom save, then you add 3 more.
So that would be a 19.
A 19. Okay, great. You still don't feel any different. You're shaken by the dream, of course, but you've gotten this image from Tyr, and he was still able to show you the rest of what he wanted to show you, even though it was interrupted. Shit! It's called the Maw now! I'm gonna have to bleep all that out. God damn. Okay.
Oof.
I might just keep calling it the because I don't know, fuck it. But,
The moist maw.
the Maw, yeah. So you were interrupted by the Maw again, but Tyr showed you what he wanted to show you, and I can send that to you again if you didn't catch all the details, because they're kind of important. But
I figured.
well, you can listen to the episode again when I
True.
finish it. But
Listen now, even though you're listening now. If you're listening, listen.
right, perfect.
Like and subscribe.